Krótki komunikat. Grupa Socjaldemokratów poinformowała przewodniczącą o decyzji dotyczącej zmian w zakresie powołań do komisji. Decyzja ta zostanie przedstawiona w protokole dzisiejszego posiedzenia i wchodzi w życie z dniem niniejszego ogłoszenia. Przystępujemy do realizacji pierwszego punktu porządku obrad. Pytanie wymagające odpowiedzi ustnej do Komisji: przystąpienie Ukrainy do konwencji z dnia 2 lipca 2019 roku o uznawaniu i wykonywaniu zagranicznych orzeczeń w sprawach cywilnych i handlowych. Poproszę o zabranie głosu autora pytania. Głos zabierze pan poseł Adrián VÁZQUEZ LÁZARA. Bardzo proszę, 5 minut.
Thank you, President, dear Commissioner, dear colleagues. Ukraine has signed and ratified the Convention of 2nd of July 2019 on the recognition and enforcement of foreign judgments in civil or commercial matters, what it is called as Judgment Convention, which has also been signed by other countries such as Uruguay, Israel, Costa Rica, United States, and Russia. The Judgment Convention enters into force 1 year after the first two parties deposit their instruments of ratification and accession. The European Union accepted to it, and Ukraine ratified it in August 2022. If the European Union tacitly accepts Ukraine's accessions to the Judgment Convention, it will enter into force on September 1st of this year. The Parliament understands that the Commission's assessment of Ukraine's accession is positive and that the Commission will be in favor of tacitly accepting it. Nevertheless, the current situation in which two sides of a war happen to be signatories of a new convention to which the European Union is a party and is entering into force now calls for an explicit statement accepting Ukraine's accession. It is important, dear colleagues, that the European Union use every occasion we are presented with to stand with Ukraine and to stand against the Russian aggression. Such a statement also will reflect the European Union's geopolitical relevance in the current circumstances and emphasize the political significance of the decision. In full respect of each European Union institution prerogatives, a statement will allow the Commission to accept Ukraine's accession to the Judgment Conventions on the EU's behalf under the relevant provisions of such convention. Given the deadline set down in the Judgment Convention, the need for the institutions to act without delay to show the European Union's acceptance of Ukraine's accession to the Convention and the Parliament's intention to make an appropriate statement in this regard, could the Commission confirm its assessment of Ukraine's accession to the Convention? What steps does the Commission intend to take in the future to ensure that Parliament's prerogatives relating to third countries' accession to the Judgment Convention are always fully and formally respected under the treaties? Thank you very much.
Bardzo dziękuję. W imieniu Komisji głos zabierze pani komisarz Kadri SIMSON. Bardzo proszę.
Thank you, President, honourable members. Thank you for this debate on the accession of Ukraine to the Convention on the recognition and enforcement of foreign judgments in civil and commercial matters. I'm replacing Commissioner Reinders, who could not make it today. In its written assessment of Ukraine's ratification of the Judgments Convention, the Commission concluded that Ukraine has put in place an institutional and legislative framework that ensures respect for fundamental rights and the independence of the judiciary. This would in turn ensure a smooth application of the Judgments Convention. This assessment concluded that Ukraine has the systemic capability to apply the Judgment Convention and to deal satisfactorily with individual problematic cases. Therefore, there are no reasons for the European Union not to establish treaty relations with Ukraine based on the Judgments Convention. The Commission stands by this analysis and reiterates that Ukraine is capable of applying the Judgments Convention. As regards the procedure to be followed when a third country joins the Judgments Convention, this issue has discussed during the process leading to the EU accession to the Judgments Convention with European Parliament's consent. The Judgments Convention is based on the principle of the acceptance of accessions by other contracting parties and only envisages an objection procedure in exceptional cases. The Commission therefore takes the view that formal decisions under Article 218 TFU-EU are required only where the EU intends to object to the establishment of such treaty relations. This approach is in line with the need to implement the EU obligation under international law in good faith. At the same time, the Commission is committed to consult the Parliament and to take its views into account in full compliance with the treaties, and notably the duty of sincere cooperation. This is why, when deciding whether to propose an objection decision, we committed to consistently inform the Parliament of each intended accession of a third country to the Judgments Convention, taking full account of the views expressed. We have delivered on this commitment with a written assessment of Ukraine ratification and will continue to do so in the future. I thank you for your attention, and I am now looking forward to our debate.
Dziękuję bardzo, pani komisarz. W imieniu grupy